Okay guys, back at it again. Well, unfortunately this is like our last one. We got echinoderm, support, and locomotion. Okay, let's get started. Okay, for the first one we're going to talk about the ones that are in the class, Asteroidea. And these are like your typical sea stars. And all of them are like supported by their skeletal elements and their collagenous tissues. The only ones that don't really have a skeletal element are the sea cucumbers. And the 2 feet are located on the oral side of the starfish, and they are supported by hydrostatic pressure. I have a diagram in the next slide. Some are able to secrete a lot of mucus that allows it to stick to certain surfaces. This will basically be used for like slow moving starfish because you might want to anchor yourself to a substrate or like to a certain rock so you can so the predator won't be able to pry you out. And I mean, other starfish are able to move really fast, so they don't really have to do this. Some I usually they use their 2 feet to like burrow through the sand, and just to let you know, they have like thousands of 2 feet. They have so many of them, and I have like a little like detailed picture right here in the back. You can see all the many 2 feet. That allows them to like move, have like slow movements. Okay, on to the next slide. Okay, this is my diagram right here, guys. This is the water vascular system of the sea star right here. Basically, the madrepore, which is like right here, kind of sort of in the middle of the top side of the starfish. You can kind of see it. That's where the water would enter, and it would basically be circulated from the stone canal. So it'll enter here, and into like the ring canal. It'll enter through here. It enters into the radial canals. Then it goes into here after it's been circulated. It'll be entered into the ampullae, which is right here, and that basically allows suction for the 2 feet. Yeah, the water vascular system is also used for sea urchins too. And so now we're going to talk about our brittle stars, which is in the class Freerodia, and they use their freakishly long arms right here to crawl or wrap around certain things. You can see them kind of like using it to wrap around their hand. And their skeletal arrangement allows them to have like snake like movements. Arms kind of have full range movement in like all planes. They can kind of go like up and down. It's able to help them like wrap around certain stuff. And compared to your typical starfish, they kind of lack suckers on their 2 feet. A lattice of muscles in the arms enables them to protract, retract, and do like swinging motions with their arms. 2 feet arms are both used to help them burrow. Okay. Okay, now we got the sand dollars and the sea urchins. And they belong in a class called Echinodia, and they have spines and 2 feet that allows them to move. Extension and motion is possible because of basically their suckered odia. They're also able to use their spines to dig through stone. They also chew some of it with their teeth. After that, they kind of make a pocket into the rock, and they kind of live in there. But they get stuck in there. It's actually kind of useful because when the predator wants to eat them, they're kind of trapped in there. You can't really get them out, so in a way they kind of benefit from that. And now we're going to talk about the sand dollars. They have spines that kind of move in mimicromal waves. Sand dollars have these luneals. They're like deep holes in the test. Like, you ever picked up a sand dollar and they have like these holes, like these little slits that go all the way through them? They kind of act as spoilers, and they kind of prevent them from like moving adrift when there's like strong currents, like preventing them from like lifting up and just being moved by the current. What I'm trying to say here, the lift forces are reduced by flow and pressure drainage channels from the center to the luneals. Okay, here's a picture where all the guys talking about these little hole slits. Yeah, that's what they are. These are the luneals in a sand dollar. Okay, now we're gonna talk about my favorite one, the sea cucumber. Okay, this is a picture of a sea pig. It's probably like my favorite. They look so funky and weird. And these guys belong in the class called Lophrioidea. And these are the guys that lack skeletal plates. Well, they're broken up into like small separated ossicles, but their wall muscles kind of make up for that. The wall muscles are made up of thick sheets that work antagonistically on coelomic fluids. Their 2 feet and outtake actions allows them to dig in the mud and crawl. The 2 feet is usually used for anchorage. This helps them hold pieces of shell and stone. That's needed to help them camouflage. Only a few are able to swim. Sea pigs have 7 pairs of enlarged 2 feet, like walking legs. are basically hydraulically operated, and they can inflate and deflate to like help them move around. And that's how they crawl on the seafloor. I don't know, they look kind of cute but terrifying at the same time. Okay, on to the final one, my guys. And finally, the little like sea lilies and feather stars, don't forget those. And they belong in the class Nodia. Most are able to crawl and swim. This is mainly accomplished by the arms sweeping up and down. And they're able to crawl by their arms pulling their main body region, and they can drag their stem along with them. It's for like the sea lilies, because they're the ones that have like the stem. Alright guys, we're gonna watch this video of this feather star swimming. And it doesn't have a stem, that's how you know it's a feather star. So you can see the arms like sweeping up and down. I don't know, it's just really pretty. It's just really beautiful and memorizing. I like the piano. Oh, this is memorizing. I can watch it for hours and hours. Yeah, they don't really swim unless they see danger. That's the only time they swim. I remember in class we saw videos. They said the only time they'll move out the way was when they see danger. Yeah, most of them live on top of corals. Well, that's a beautiful video. Okay, guys. Well, this is goodbye. Well, I'm gonna miss you guys. Oh, hey, the video is kind of short. So that's good, right? Because my videos are typically long. Well, hope you have a nice day, guys, and bye.